Your parents warned you about debt long before you've ever had a credit card. And back then, it sounded outdated, boring, and honestly, a little dramatic. They said things like, "Don't T, by what you can T afford, or debt will trap you." But they never explained the math behind it. And now, years later, you're earning more money than ever before. Yet somehow, you still feel stuck. Bills feel heavier. Stress feels constant. And despite promotions, raises, and side hustles, financial freedom feels further away, not closer. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to uncover why most people earn more but never get ahead, and why your parents were right about debt in a way most schools, banks, and social media never explain. Before we go any further, if you care about understanding money in a real, honest way that actually helps you escape financial stress, take a second to like this video and subscribe to Financially. It really helps the channel grow, and it tells the algorithm to show this message to more people who need it. Now, let's talk about the uncomfortable truth. Most people believe their financial problems will disappear once they earn more. A better job, a higher salary, maybe a bonus or two, and suddenly everything will be fine. That belief feels logical, but it's dangerously incomplete, because income alone doesn't build wealth. The gap between what you earn and what you keep does. And debt is the silent force that quietly shrinks that gap until nothing is left. Think about your first real paycheck. It probably felt exciting. You finally had money of your own. And with that money came choices. A nicer phone? A better car? Eating out more often? Upgrading your lifestyle? None of these felt irresponsible. In fact, they felt earned. You worked hard, so why not enjoy it? The problem is, debt makes enjoyment feel affordable, even when it's not. Monthly payments create the illusion that something expensive is manageable, when in reality, it's slowly stealing your future flexibility. Here's the math your parents couldn't explain, but lived through. When you borrow money, you're not just paying back what you borrowed. You're paying for time. Interest is the cost of impatience, and that cost compounds quietly, month after month, year after year. A car loan doesn't just cost the sticker price. A credit card doesn't just cover convenience. Every dollar of interest is money you already earned, but will never get to use for yourself. Imagine two people earning the same salary, same age, same city, same opportunities. One avoids debt as much as possible. The other uses debt to upgrade life faster. Better car? Nicer apartment? More vacations? On the surface, the second person looks more successful, but 10 years later, the first person has savings, options, and peace of mind. The second person has payments, pressure, and anxiety. The difference wasn't intelligence or effort, it was math. This is why so many people earn more, but never feel ahead. As income rises, lifestyle rises even faster. Bigger paychecks invite bigger commitments, and debt locks those commitments in place. You can't easily quit a job you hate when your monthly obligations depend on that paycheck. You can't take risks, start a business, or slow down when your money's already promised to someone else. Banks understand this perfectly. That's why they don't teach financial independence. They teach affordability. They ask, can you make the monthly payment? Not, is this good for your future? Social media plays the same game. It shows you the reward, not the repayment. The vacation photo, not the credit card statement. The new car, not the 5-year loan behind it. Your parents came from a different mindset, not because they were smarter, but because they lived in a time where debt was harder to get and more feared. They saw neighbors lose homes. They saw stress destroy families. They understood something deeply, even if they couldn't put it into words. Debt doesn't just cost money. It costs freedom. Now let's talk about why earning more often makes this worse. When income increases, people rarely pause to redesign their financial life. They simply upgrade it. A nicer place, a newer car, more subscriptions, more deserved expenses. None of these feel extreme alone, but together, they create a financial cage that grows with you. You don't feel poor. You feel busy, pressured, and tired. You feel like you should be ahead by now, but somehow you're not. This is where the math becomes brutal. Interest works against you when you're in debt, and for you when you're investing. But most people experience it only on the wrong side. Credit card interest grows faster than savings interest. Card depreciation happens faster than loan repayment. And lifestyle inflation quietly absorbs every raise you get. The truth is, most people don't have an income problem. They have a cash flow problem. Money comes in and goes right back out. There's no breathing room, no buffer, no margin for mistakes or opportunities. And debt is usually the reason. Think about how different life would feel with fewer obligations. Not a luxury life, a flexible life. One where missing a paycheck doesn't create panic. One where choices aren't dictated by bills. That feeling is what your parents were trying to protect you from, even if they couldn't explain it in numbers. Financial independence isn't about extreme frugality or never enjoying life. It's about aligning today's choices with tomorrow's freedom. It is about understanding that every dollar you commit to debt is a dollar that can work for you. And once you see the math clearly, the emotional pull of debt loses its power. This is why at Financial Real Freedom? Because nobody warns you that the goal isn't to look rich. It's to feel secure, and security comes from simplicity, not upgrades. If this message is resonating with you, take a moment near the end of this video to share it with someone who feels stuck despite earning more. And leave a comment about what kind of debt or financial pressure you think holds people back the most. Those conversations help others realize they're not alone, and they help this channel reach people who need this perspective. Your parents were right about debt. Not because debt is evil, but because it quietly shapes your future in ways income alone never can. And once you understand the math, you realize the real flex isn't how much you earn. It's how little of your life is owned by someone else.